So I'm just at a waterfall with butterflies on my hand. It's a pretty random day. Very random day. I just want to talk about, what's this butterfly chill down here. Someone was talking about where do I start? Questions. So I'll start again. Freelee did an interview with the Daily Mail and Yahoo and 9MSN Messenger yesterday, day before. This is after we both promised each other that we wouldn't do any media stuff, like, you know, mainstream media stuff. We'll just kind of keep it, we said what we had to say when we were going to move on, and we both agreed to move on, and then Freelee, she did that. Yeah. And I've been talking to her, like the day before she did this interview, she was like, oh, I miss my best friend, all stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, it's good, we can just be buddies and just chill, you know. And then she goes and do that interview. But I think a lot of the times women give what women want. And Freelee loves drama. She loves it. She loves watching drama on TV or Netflix or internet, murder mysteries and all sorts of stuff like that. I don't really get into the drama that much at that level. So my ears are blocked. But it is crazy how let's answer some of the questions. Some of the questions were, did you punch Freelee in the face? I've already addressed that in one of my videos. No. There was a slap. She bit into my ear. I've got like a solar keratosis on my ear. And she chomped into that. And it was just like a reaction, because it was just like, ah. And I wasn't sure if she did it on purpose or not, because she knows it's there. I've got them in both ears, actually, from my earphones. I'm not sure what it is, if you got any idea, but I know when I eat more protein, they flare up more. So both the ears, but mainly the left one here is really sensitive. Freelee knows about that. And then one day she bit into it, and I wasn't sure if she's doing that on deliberate or what, but either way, I went back like that and hit her here pretty hard, but not hard to like knock her out of the seat or anything like that when she punched me. So it was a slap out of reaction. Definitely wasn't a punch in the face like Freelee did to me. Both those times Freelee punched me inside the head. Why do I even talk about this on the internet? Because people say, you know, why do you talk about your personal stuff on the internet? Well, when someone makes allegations against you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just going to like roll over and pretend it wasn't ever said? Or you can stand up and say, hey, this is the truth, this is really what happened, take it or leave it. I definitely don't have any hate towards Freelee. Her new boyfriend Robin, don't have hate towards them at all. Robin was a friend of mine. I introduced Freelee to Robin. I actually told Robin that Freelee was keen on him, because I'd read the last 12 months Freelee was doing the groundwork with Robin, messaging him, inviting him to stay over her place, and even though he lived in Sweden, you know, putting up photos on Instagram and then say, hey Robin, go check it out, what do you think of that, and stuff like that. So it was pretty heavy flirting. And then when we got to Chiang Mai, there's other messages as well that I won't get into. But when we got to Chiang Mai, they did an interview together, and I watched the interview, and I was like, okay, so, you know, it's pretty much over between me and Freelee. So I got home that day at my apartment in Green Hill where me and Freelee were living, and I said, look, you know, let's just split up. Let's just stay friends. It's just really not working anymore. It's really not working. The LA trip, a few things happened there, but I'm going to get into that detail unless I need to. I said, let's just be friends. We've got the community. Let's keep building it. Let's just keep going. We'll just be friends. We'll support each other, and you know, we'll be separate. You know, we're no longer in that relationship we'd had for almost 9 years. And she's like, yeah, you know, it's a good idea, and it's very, very mutual, very mutual. And that was it. So I'm not this jealous, crazy, steroid-addicted, wife-beating pedophile or whatever Freelee's trying to portray or imply or paint me as I am, even with direct comments or subtle comments, and even messaging a lot of our mutual friends, and 99% of them I introduced Freelee to. She met through me, and now she's like trashing me to them. And I'm just like, why would you send me this stuff? Like, I miss my best friend, like, you've helped me so much, things like that. Why would you say that stuff to me, but then you trash me so hard to, you know, 99% of our mutual friends, you know, behind the scenes? I'm trying to blackmail you or whatever. The blackmail thing was, 2 years ago, Freelee said she'd give me a shout out for my books, my ebook, Calm the Fuck Up. As you do, you do collabs, you cross promote. Otherwise, I've done for her. And she said, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turned into like, do it on Sunday. And it just kept going. At the end of the day, after 2 years of making up all these false promises, when you get it edited, then I'll do it. I got it edited, then she's like, oh, well, no, and all these excuses. And then we split up. And she said to me, we're talking about the mountain, she says, you promised me that you won't say, certain things to Robin, like, let's just keep our past with us. And I said, you want me to make a promise? I can do that. But remember that promise you said to me back in 2014? How you promised me to give me an ebook to shout out and all that stuff? And she's like, and I was like, well, a promise is a promise. So that was the blackmail. I said, if you want me to keep my promise, I'm willing to do that. How about you keep your promise that you first had back in 2014? So some people might call it blackmail. I'll just say it's being fair, promise for a promise. You do something for me, or if you want me to do something for you, how about you do something for me as well? And vice versa, One hand washes the other one, you know what I mean? 9 years in a relationship. This is not like a business sort of deal or whatever. This is like, when I first met Freelee, she was like 20 kilos overweight. In 2008, she was dead broke with over $30,000 in debt. And now she's minted. Helped to get all that, get her going, get her fit, get her diet sorted, all the emotional stuff cleansed and stuff like that. What sort of person is Freelee? Freelee is a great person. I'm hesitating on that. She is a good person. She has some flaws like we all do. Nobody's perfect. Is her message legit? For sure. Her message is legit. Nutrition and diet. Hey, I taught her all that, 99% of it anyway. But it's legit. Not to be too egotistical, but her message is legit. She's got the results. She doesn't do liposuction. Somebody says she does lipo. She doesn't do any of that shit. It's just the Botox. It's just the face and stuff and the boob job. But some people say certain things, and I can tell you what is true and what isn't. Because I know Freelee, behind the scenes, I've spent more time with than ever before. Anyone else before. Or probably ever will. Because not many people have the resilience and tolerance that I've had. Her message is legit. What sort of person is she? She loves the drama, man. She loves the drama. And if you love drama, so I love cycling. My whole life is about cycling and adventure and being fit and helping people, contribution. That's my highest value in life. When I asked Freelee what her highest value in life was in 2007, she said, being lean. And I think being lean isn't the highest value in life. No, that's just like an aesthetic thing. She says, and it was significance. She wanted to feel significant, which is, everyone likes to feel significant. So when you want to be significant, and that's your highest value, then you will always gravitate towards drama and whatever it takes to have that sense of significance. Does that make sense? For me, it's contribution. I stayed in a relationship with Freelee because I felt I was really contributing to her, and that I could see that she was contributing to other people. Because girls follow girls. Girls follow girls. And that demographic seeks demographic. So I felt a great sense of contribution. So Freelee might have said in that Daily Mail interview, if I bashed Harley, where are the bruises and why did he stick around? Well then, on the flip side, Freelee says, I'll bash her, where are her bruises and why did she stick around? Freelee's always made more money than me once she started, in the last few years anyway, once she started kicking on. So why did she stick around? Would we ever get back together? I personally couldn't, because I understand what sort of person Freelee is now. She's not a bad person. I mean, some people say, mate, what she's done to you or tried to do to you, you should cut her off and never ever speak to her the rest of your life, ever. And I can understand where they're coming from, but I think that's sort of a low level of consciousness. I don't hold hate, I don't hold grudge. I get angry, I get passionate, I get frustrated, just like everyone, but I don't really like to hold on to negativity. People fuck up, shit happens. I'm not going to hold on to it too long. If you get bitten by a scorpion, why should you always hate scorpions? That's stupid, but some people do that. Some people get bitten by a cat and they're scared of cats the rest of their life. It's irrational. So I can't see myself cutting Freelee out of my life. If she's got questions, I'll answer them because I just love to contribute. But being back together in a relationship, that could never ever happen. I could never be with Freelee. She's just not my sort of person anymore. At the start, it was a different person, different thing. And I was different as well. So people just grow apart. People change, things change. It doesn't mean you have to be enemies. It doesn't mean you have to fucking slam each other on the internet or create excess drama or whatever. I'm only doing this video because of the Daily Mail article that was posted a couple of days ago. I'm just clearing the air. I'm never one to start it. The reason why I wanted to keep our breakup so private is because I knew it would just blow up and there'd be rumours starting and then Freelee would start saying stuff and then I'd have to say stuff like we have now. If we had kept it private, none of this really would have happened. You know, that was the reason. It wasn't because I was like trying to get Freelee back or whatever. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, but I definitely haven't been celibate, you know, so to speak. But Freelee, boyfriend from day one. She's done the groundwork for the last 12 months. She's premeditated, and that's fine. That's what she wanted to do. I don't care about that. What I do care about was how she lied to me and still lies to me again and again and again. Just that, yeah, that's sort of what hurt. But I'm not jealous. I don't want Freelee back. I'm not trying to destroy her life. I'm just clearing the air, telling my viewers, my community the truth. I'm not one of these people who say, hey, love you guys, love you so much. And then when I see you in real life, and you're like, hey, can you come to the bike shop with me? I want to get a new bike. I'm like, bitch, please. Can you imagine Freelee going to a bike shop and helping someone out buy a new bike? Like, that's never going to happen, man. That's never going to happen. I've probably been to the bike shop with maybe over 200 people. Oh, actually more than that. But getting their cranks on there or their new bike or something for their bike, just helping people out, training people up. Freelee, never, zero. She's not going to go out of her way to help someone. Doesn't mean her bad. No, that doesn't make her a bad person. But let's not pretend she's just, I love you guys. Like, make sure you hit subscribe and like. That's just a YouTube fake persona. It's not who she is in real life. Again, it doesn't make her a bad person, but it's just not what you see. So hopefully that answers some of the questions. If you've got any more down below, I would like to wrap the drama up. Hopefully Freelee wants to wrap the drama up and stop sledging me on Tumblr and doing interviews with the media and stuff like that. So when Freelee stops the lies, boom, I'm out, I'm done. I'm happy to go back to drone footage and butterflies and waterfalls. Have any questions, let us down below. Hopefully these videos can be inspiration to show people that even if you do split up, it doesn't have to be messy. People are like, it doesn't have to be messy, fucking look at you, bro. It doesn't have to be messy. You don't have to do things you regret. But just, it's best to be transparent, best not to lie. If you've had Botox, say, look, I've done Botox. Botox isn't fucking illegal. You know, hitting your boyfriend in the side of the head, I'm not going to press charges. That's just like, you know, but for some people that might be abusive. It didn't really scar me. I'm not scared of women now. I'm not scared of being in a relationship or stuff like that. It doesn't, you know, I'm not that fragile. I didn't like it. It fucking hurt, especially in this solar keratosis. And it made me quite frustrated and angry, but it didn't destroy my life. I don't need counselling, things like that. So hopefully this can be a bit of, like I said before, inspiration to people that shit happens. It's first world problems at the end of the day. Our relationships on the internet, when we split up, eventually I guess it was going to naturally, organically going to be on the internet, and I was hoping the drama would be a little bit less, but it blew up. Freelee loves the drama. She loves the murder mysteries. She loves a lot more things, but we'll keep it at that.
Listen through, gone.